If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on to more 7 p.m. action. Davidson Wildcats, 5-4, 1-1 in the A10 at Duquesne. Dukes, 2-2, 1-1 in the A10. AJ Palumbo Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's see what we are getting from a market. Why don't we start here with this circa spot here, 7 p.m. action. They're going to give me something. Here we go. Davidson, Duquesne. The circa has Duquesne as 1.5-point favorites, and they total at 136.5. Let's talk about Davidson first. Had their modest 2-game winning streak snapped in their 80-74 loss at home to Richmond in their first game back from the break. They were just 7 for 25 from 3, and they weren't able to penetrate against Richmond and get those starters into foul trouble. We all see how they play those starters, 30 to 35 minutes a game, and you got to get them in foul trouble, and they were unable to do that. They're led by 6'7" South Korean sophomore Hyun Young Lee, who's made a major step up from his freshman season. He's averaging 17.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and he's hitting 52.8% from 3. Duquesne is coming off losing the second half of a road back-to-back at George Washington, 75-73 on Sunday. They're led by their senior Marcus Weathers, who's averaging 15.8 points, 7 rebounds. Weathers is hitting 55.3% from the field, but just 50% from the foul line. And he went 3 for 10 from the stripe in their 2-point loss to George Washington. Max, Davidson, Duquesne, take it away.
Jim, first off, I just want to thank you for bringing up old wounds. Sorry. In that game against George Washington, not only did they make a miraculous comeback late in the game to take the lead, they then gave up a 3-point game-winning shot to James Bishop. So I was pretty pissed. I hit Duquesne a couple times live on the money line. So I was hoping that I was going to get the win there. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Now, I want my money back. So, we're going to look at Duquesne in this spot, Jim. Plain and simply, Sincere Carry, if you're ever going to watch one of my videos, I hope it's this one, and I hope you hear me say this. You're a fantastic player, but pick it goddamn up, son. All right? I literally want to freaking take a freaking bag of cold meat, preferably pork, and beat him with it. 4 turnovers a game from your point guard who's playing 32 minutes. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. When did you decide to make bad decisions with the basketball all of a sudden? It's not like him. So I think that they're playing their first game in the Palumbo Center. I'm not sure. You'll have to confirm that for me. However, there's so much to like about this Duquesne team. First off, Coach Dambrot has done a fantastic job of assembling talent, recruiting talent, keeping talent at Duquesne. And this new building is definitely going to do a good job of that. But the X factor for this Duquesne team is 5'8" Tavion Dunn-Martin. He has stepped up in Sincere Carry's slump. He's done a fantastic job of hitting threes, timely threes, being able to give you double-digit points off the bench or starting. He's very versatile like that. And he's one of the best ball hawks that the team has in general. I think that with the depth and complementary size of Maceo Austin and Larry Norman, you got really good depth in the backcourt to go along with Sincere Carry. When you're talking about Marcus Weathers, Marcus Weathers, I remember that free throw shooting, Jim. It was definitely less desirable than a rotten animal living in your bedroom. So I am not a fan of that free throw shooting, and I expect a major rebound. It's a situational rebound spot. This is definitely a Duquesne team that has been owned by Davidson in the past, but times have changed, okay? And as much as I like Carter Collins and Kellen Grady and Haijung Lee, these guys going on the road, playing a Duquesne team that's going to be able to speed them up, Nah, I'm sorry. You're dealing with a mad Dukes team. I expect a good start from them. I expect them to make their free throws today, move and share the ball more effectively and get better shots. And of course, have balanced scoring because that's what Duquesne does best. In games where everybody is getting some shots and getting their time to score the bucket, that's when Duquesne's at their best. I think you got to limit turnovers to under 10 versus Davidson defensive team. You have to be efficient. You have to push the tempo every time you get a defensive rebound. And with Michael Hughes, you got to keep him out of foul trouble because the one thing about Davidson is Davidson's going to bring you out to the perimeter with Luka Brajovic and Sam Menenga. If you lose Mike Hughes to early foul trouble, you're going to have problems with Davidson. Davidson definitely, by my numbers, has a first half advantage, but they may be a little bit skewed. They want to limit possessions. They want to keep this game low scoring in Duquesne under 70. I think the opposite's going to happen. Davidson, on the other hand, you just got to really focus on chasing them off the three-point line because one thing that remains constant with all Coach Bill Killup teams is that they have crisp ball movement and it goes side to side very fast and efficiently. I think that with Davidson, they need to really do a good job of focusing on the offensive glass and forcing more than the 9 turnovers a game they are. If you want to let Duquesne run their offense and just hope that they miss shots, I don't think that's going to happen on their home floor. I think that Duquesne gets some much-needed series revenge against this Davidson team. And just from a personnel perspective, I think that there's more talent on a home court for Duquesne. I think they come in. I think that they take care of business. And I think that they tell those Wildcats, get back to your cage and eat your kibble.
Oh man, Duquesne! I love your analogies, Max. Anytime when you say "as desirable as," I get all excited. Duquesne, you have 2 options here. You could have Duquesne -1.5 at -105, or you could have them -1 at -110. The 110 -1's available at Bet365.
Yeah, I'll take the -1, -110.
Duquesne Dukes -1 and -110 available at Bet365 for the Duquesne Dukes.